Hey, what's up YouTube, Alien Rides here, and we are back with another monster electric scooter. This time we're taking a look at the Currus Panther, the bigger brother to the Currus NF. We reviewed the Currus NF last year, and we loved it so much that we couldn't refuse the opportunity to review this one as well. This thing just looks awesome, it's built really well, goes crazy fast, it's an awesome scooter. I'm gonna let some drone footage play out that we captured earlier, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. Subscribe, and let's ride.
So let's take a look at some ride footage captured from a drone while we talk about the scooter and the specs. Later on, we'll get into all the features of this beast of an electric scooter. In a past video, we talked about how the Currus NF was the child of a Weepet and Dualtron scooter. That continues to hold true, except things have gotten a bit, well, larger. Instead of the NF being comparable to a Dualtron 3, the Panther is more like a Dualtron Thunder. It's got pretty much the exact same specs as a Dualtron Thunder. The 5,400 watt motors are awesome and have crazy powerful acceleration. The Thunder is stated as being a 50 mph machine, and this is the same. I typically max out at just under 50 mph on both machines, and a little bit higher on downhills. On maxed out settings, the machine just wants to rip out from under you, so make sure you've got a solid stance and hang on tight. The 60 volt 35 amp hour battery is stated to last you about 75 miles, though I typically get about half of that on my Dualtron Thunder riding at high speeds. All of this performance comes at a bit of a cost though, and the weight adds up to a fairly heavy package that weighs about 100 pounds. The off-road tires and suspension also make for a really solid off-roading experience. You're looking at some riding that we did early in the morning on some fairly rocky terrain. I haven't ridden a lot of scooters with off-road tires, but man, do they make a huge difference. It feels awesome conquering all sorts of terrain and not being scared of a few small rocks. One thing that you might also notice is the sound. The scooter just sounds mean. The combination of the powerful motors and off-road tires make the scooter scream. Here's a clip of our early morning run with the GoPro, and you can hear what the scooter sounds like. If you don't like it, you could always change the off-road tires to road tires, which would make the scooter quite a bit more quiet. Besides the loud sound, it's also got a loud appearance, which not everyone will appreciate. Personally, I love the CNC'd Weepet-inspired frame and LED lights, but many people will prefer the more conservative look of Dualtron, and that's totally okay. Get the scooter that you like the best. Alright, so let's rewind a bit, check out the unboxing and some of the scooter features. It's a huge box, and once you manage to lift the scooter out of the box, you'll have some light assembly to do. The rear mudguard is shipped disassembled because it can break off or bend fairly easily during shipping if it's assembled. After the mudguard is installed, attach the handlebars, remove some plastic, charge up the scooter, and you're good to ride. So let's get into some of the features, starting with the handlebars. They've got a pretty standard set of folding handlebars, but they don't save a ton of room on this large scooter. You've got pretty nice grips on either end, and they feel pretty comfortable. The right side rocks the Mini Motors iThrottle system with a finger throttle. It's the standard Dualtron system and displays ride telemetry, allows you to adjust the settings, and set ABS and electronic braking. We talked about the tubeless off-road tires earlier that make off-roading a breeze, and the scooter just sound awesome. They're 11 inches in diameter and feel great. The dual hydraulic nut brakes are fairly high-end, and paired with electronic brakes, you can stop extremely quickly if desired. The deck is super wide and comfortable to ride. One thing that I'm not used to yet is just the deck to tire width ratio. It's fairly large in the scooter, and I'm still getting used to it. I think you need to be precise with your motions and have good balance to maintain stability. The dual suspension is fantastic, and you saw us handling some pretty rough terrain earlier. This scooter will eat up potholes, and you have no problems jumping off of curbs. The rear footrest is surrounded by light and is a comfortable place to rest your foot. You have a lot of usable space on the scooter deck thanks to the rear footrest. The folding mechanism uses the same weep head-like pin system. Just pull the pin out, fold the stem, and the pin locks the stem folded for ease of carrying. Though this large scooter may not be particularly small when it's folded, it's useful for putting into a large car or SUV for an excursion. It ships with a pretty standard 1.7 amp charger, which will probably take upwards of 15 hours to fully charge the scooter. But given the second charge port, you could cut that in half with a second charger. As for things which could be improved, I think a damper would be a welcome addition. This scooter has a ton of power, so a damper would help the majority of users keep it under control. They do sell a damper kit, but I think it really needs to be included with the base package. Besides that, there's a tiny amount to play with the stem of the scooter, basically the same as all the Dualtrons or weep heads, but it always bugs me. Overall though, I think the Currus Panther is an alien-approved, versatile beast, and I'm looking forward to making more videos with it. That's all we got for this episode. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment letting me know what you think of the scooter. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you all next time.